Here's a question. I'm legitimately curious. Has anyone ever had any ghost experiences? Because
I do. I actually have a good one.
You have?
I actually have a legitimately good
fucking serious?
ghost story.
Tell me.
Okay. So, I'm at this bar in downtown Philly. I think it was actually called Corey's.
Oh.
So, it's this little piece of shit bar. It's got like 4 stools in it, right?
Really?
Yeah, no.
Is it really called Corey's?
It has an E. It's a C-O-R-E.
Oh yeah, it is.
Have you been there before?
Corey's.
A few times, yeah.
Or something like that. Anyways, I'm the only dude in the bar, right? I get a beer and I'm sitting at the bar and I feel something tap my shoulder and I looked to my left because I thought it was somebody like pranking me, like you know how they tap your shoulder.
Tap the wrong shoulder.
And then I looked back over and there was nobody there. So I turned all the way around and I was like, that's fucking weird. So I turned back forward and I'm drinking my beer and I was like, that was just fucking strange because I'm the only guy in there and the bartender is at the other side reading a fucking newspaper or something. So I thought that maybe some plaster fell off the ceiling or something and tapped my shoulder like that. So I turned back around and look around the floor to see if something fell off the ceiling or whatever. Mm-hmm. And as I was turned around backwards, I felt somebody grab my hand on the bar top. Yeah. And I whipped my head around and it was fucking Corey. You and your dad was fucking you, moaning like a ghost.
Really?
Yeah, fucking you.
How old was I?
Woo! This was like last week.
That's bullshit. I'm not allowed in bars anymore for some reason. But I don't recall that.
Because you go to every bar and get fucked by your dad loudly, Corey. You're a nuisance to Philly.
I mean, I'm not allowed in bars anymore, but I don't really...
Corey!
I don't recall, actually.
That's a true story.
Corey, did you ever hear my story about when I went to my grandparents' house and it was a little bit haunted?
Is this legitimately just going to lead to me, like, fucking my dad or, like, me having a pussy?
No. Seriously.
Both stories.
I really did tell you that like, my grandparents' house was haunted, right? I talked about it...
You talked about it
in a podcast before.
Yeah, you talked about it briefly.
I stayed there when I was 10, and I stayed in the basement. They have this basement there. It's a nice little basement, but they have these back glass windows that are like on the ground floor. Because the back of the hill they live on like a hill. So the bottom part of the hill is where the windows come out. And so, anyways, I think I was about 10. About 10 years old, I was with my cousin and one of their friends. And we were watching some kind of movie, and we heard fucking like some kind of weird rumbling outside. We saw a dude standing outside of the fucking... This isn't like a ghost story, but we saw a dude standing outside of these huge fucking glass panels looking into us. We fucking shat our pants because I was 10. I thought we were like a molester, like a serial killer. We fucking closed the blinds, ran upstairs to my grandparents' thing. They called the cops. Apparently the dude fucking broke out in some mental place and was like watching us.
You fucking serious?
Yeah, so apparently, they called him. The police came back, fucking grabbed his asshole, took him back to the asylum, and we went like, because we had to identify him. You know those police things
where
they're like...
identify
you know those police things where it's like, is this the guy? We went there, we saw the dude, we saw 2 other guys, and we saw your dad fucking you behind the glass.
Really? Really?
Was any part of that story true? That's a spooky story.
I'm telling you.
That is a
I don't know how I can travel through time and meet all these people and somehow still have time to fuck my dad. I could be using my time travel powers for something useful.
I just don't know how your dad's not satiated yet.
Probably because I allowed it.
Why do you fuck with your dad so much?
I don't know. How come you enjoy the idea of me and my dad fucking behind a window with other men?
Let Chris tell a spooky, scary story now. Really a good one.
For real this time.
I don't have a scary story, but I did memorize a whole entire piece by Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, yeah.
Will I go for it?
Yeah, do your best.
Okay. Once upon a midnight dreary, Corey's dad fucked him in the ass.
You want to hear my spooky story?
Yeah, go.
Took the liberty of talking. This is a dark and spooky night. Fuck you! I gotta go piss. 1 second.